Hey guys, thank you for joining me again. So, today, this is just got to be one of the most important lessons in all of guitar, in my opinion. And we really want to just try to take it slow on this one and try to just be patient, take it easy, and try to just get one small success here. And all that success is this. When chords are changing within music, you know, it's a harmonic context that is changing, and we want to be aware of that. One of the biggest mistakes that guitarists tend to make, that other musicians don't seem to have this problem so bad, and there's good reason for it, is we learn entire scale shapes, and we kind of don't go any deeper than that. And the fact is that that depth is really necessary. It's really, really important, absolutely crucial. So, let's see here. Let me move my face so you can see. I've got just a small little piece of a scale is highlighted on the guitar here, right? This is in the key of C major. You know, we're starting on the 2nd fret. That 7 there is a B note. So I'm going to actually point at the guitar from a top to help it be easier to see. So that right there is that first B. So we got 3 notes on this first string here. I'm doing 7. Oops. The 7th, the 1, and the 2, right? See how I'm highlighting those? So we got 7, 1, and 2. So when I say 1, that means the 1, this is the root note. This is C. Since we're in the key of C, this is C, you know? And so, all that this module does for us here is it takes it nice and slow and simple and just goes back and forth between 2 chords in a predictable way. So you hear that? So right now it's on the 4. Now it's going to switch to the C. See, now we're on the C on the 1. Now just say, for example, this right here, the 7 and the 1, those have a static and fixed sound over that harmonic context of the C chord, right? So the 3 and 4 that it's showing right now, those are the same thing over the 4 chord, right? So, like right now, I'm just going to play those 2 on the C, the 7 and the 1. Now I'm going to play the same for the 4. If you notice, they're different notes, but there's a degree to which they have the same function. I'm going to try it one more time just on the C. I'm going to play the 7 and 1. I feel it's like a releasing of tension. Now over the 4 again. So there's a degree to which it has the exact same function, even though it's a different chord, and that's just so crucially important. So, you know, one of the biggest differentiators between really skilled guitarists and people who are newer at this thing is their ability to, right there when it just changed chords, to be able to change chords with it. And the way that you change chords when you're playing one note at a time, you're playing a guitar solo, is you play a chord tone of the new chord. Right when it switches, you play that new chord tone. So that's what this module is all about. It's helping you understand the relationship between two. See, it switches one measure early. See how it just switched? And then now the chord will change now. Boom. Right? Okay. So, and these two chords right now, we're on the 1 and the 4, they do share some of the same chord tones. But so, for the time being, we're just focusing on the root notes of the two chords. So that would be the 1 right here on the 3rd fret. And then the 4 is on the 3rd fret. These notes I'm just about to highlight. You got the 7, the 1, and the 2, right? 7, 1, 2. Right here. On my guitar, the 7, 1, 2. So we're all starting from the A string, from the 6th string here, and it's the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th frets, you know? And so I want you to think of those as kind of like, you can just play anything on those 3. But then the target note that we're going for is the 4. See how I'm lighting it up right there? The 4 that's blinking. So that is going to be directly under the 1 is the 4. And so the goal that I'm kind of offering you to do is when we get to this chord change, where it's about to change back from the 1 to the 4, you can kind of just be free on these 3, but then nail that 4 right at the chord change. I just did it there, if you heard it. Right when it changed to the 1, I played that 1 note again. So what we're trying to do is be free here with 7, 1, 2, and then we're going to drop on that 4 right now. And I don't know if you can just feel that. It's a release of tension, but it's also a powerful musical statement stating that on the guitar here, I'm with the rest of the band. See, now I'm playing that 1 again. So I'm just being free on these 3. 7, 1, 2. And then play that 4 right when it switches. You know? And then if you could, maybe try to go back to the 1 when it switches. So we're really concerned about the 1 and the 4 notes. See, now we're back on the 1, right? So that is just the most crucial thing. And just, you can experiment in different ways. Like, so for example, on the 4, I'll play only chord tones. See how it's kind of is smooth? So now we're back in the 1, but I'm still playing only chord tones. And if I play a scale tone that's not a chord tone. So see, I'm playing chord tone, not a chord tone, is a chord tone. And so just being aware of if you're playing a chord tone or not is just super crucial. But even further than that, knowing like your 3 over a chord has a feel that is uniform across all music. One of the most key things that we're trying to do here is build a relationship with those tones. So you know what 3 feels like to you. That's when it really becomes different. When you're playing, it sounds like beautiful to people. It sounds like you're speaking in a language that they kind of don't know and they kind of do know, and it means something to them, you know? And that's the biggest differentiator between a player who has that and one who doesn't, is one who really knows the feel of what does a 5 sound like over the 1. What does, like the 1 is the 5 for the 4. So what does the 1 sound like over the 4? It's the same. I know that might sound weird, but it is the same. So yeah, like the main point though of this is just those predictable chord changes. And kind of what I'd like you to do is just maybe start this recording over and just take those same few notes, the 7, the 1, and the 2, right? And just give yourself some freedom on those. So you can just play those. But then you gotta nail that 4. Nail that 4 on the chord change and feel what it feels like. That's just so crucial. Okay, thanks for joining, guys.